Okay.
That was weird. It just like kicked out and came back.
I was going to say, I noticed that. Okay, so this is the Zoom. We're going to talk about events. So what I'm going to basically do is let you and anybody else that has questions, go ahead and ask them. It's going to be very informal, so we don't have to, if you'd rather like type it into the chat box, that's fine, if that's what you want to do. And I'll just go through questions first. And then at the end, I'm going to share little things here and there that I do that work for me with events. And then you guys can kind of ask questions based on the things I share there. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So what questions do you guys have for me?
Okay, so when you're first setting up your event and there's the two of you and that one of you stays at the table, one of you walks around and you're interacting with the vendors or whatever, the people there before, what are you saying to them? What are you talking about? Or do you do that? Or just, I need to know.
So I don't always go with somebody else. I go to a lot of events by myself, and I actually enjoy going to them by myself, but it's more fun to have somebody go with you. And right now for me being pregnant, I need to sit down a lot. So, which I really actually hate. I don't like sitting down at events. I don't, it's not very approachable. Someone doesn't want to approach you if you're sitting down. It's kind of like I don't know, it just annoys me a little bit, but I'm almost 8 months pregnant. I have to sit down. So it's nice to have somebody there with me that can also be up front and talking to them. So I never sit behind the table. If I'm going to sit, I'm going to sit right up front. But we set up the table as soon as we get there, or I set it up by myself. And even if I don't have somebody there with me, I still am going to walk around and talk to all the vendors. And what I say to every single one of them is, I look at their products that they have, because let's be honest, everyone's there to make money. So they want me to be interested in their product. So I check out what they have. I say, hey, I do the It Works booth over there. Check it out if you want. I'm actually doing a special for all the vendors today where they get $10 off a wrap. Okay. So I actually have a picture in the last couple of events I've done. I don't know where it is. But I have a picture. So I actually have something to show them, and it says, $10 off a wrap for vendors only. Vendor special. It says it right at the top, vendor special. So that's something I share with them. And then I also go in and say, come over and stop by the table if you'd like. I've got some free samples for you to try. And you can even enter into the drawing to win a free spa party for you and your friends. That's what I say to every single vendor before we even get started. And I promise you, there have been events where I have gotten more vendors to sign up as my customers than I do get anybody else to sign up as my customers. So don't discount the vendors as being one of your customers. That's a really big deal. Does that help answer your question?
It did somewhat, and it was breaking up, so I'm going to try and get on my phone. I don't know if it's me or you.
Rach, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Charlene, try your phone.
I am.
Okay. I'm trying to think so one more thing with setting up the table. Guys, I'm sorry I'm eating. I'm like, I've literally had a bowl of cereal today, and I'm like.
Are you 2447 or 2001?
2001. So when I set up my table, I'm very picky with putting too much stuff on my table. It kind of like gives me anxiety. So I try to just put up a couple things of the skincare line. Always have Fat Fighters and Thermal Fit. I always have greens. I always have green shoes. Can you log off your computer, Charlene? All right. This last one I had energy out. What else? Oh, this last one we put out the oils. Guys, that actually drew in a ton of people. I don't do that every time, but seeing the response that I got at this last event that I did, the oils, having the diffuser going, and all we did was we didn't have a plug near us, so we brought a battery pack, and the battery pack charged or kept the oils going the entire event. So that was like, okay, we need to have that at every event now. what else? I'm trying to think of what else I like. Absolutely have. So I always have samples of the greens. I always have samples of the green chews. Sometimes what I will do, because green chews, it's like, man, people want one and then they just want like 20. And then all their kids want one. And not that I'm saying I'm cheap, but like the green chews are not like cheap. Like they're, you know, whatever. So you're not just going to hand them out like candy. So there's been events where I've like cut them in half and then just put a toothpick in it. But honestly, it's like I've done it before and then they all stick together and it's just like more annoying than I'm like, whatever. Just give people a whole green chew. It's in the wrapper or whatever. It's totally fine. So those are kind of like some options that you could do if you really like are patient. I don't have time to do stuff like that. What else? I always have a place for them to enter their name into a drawing. Okay, so I know that some people are on here that aren't on my team page. So something that I created, I'm just gonna grab it. Hang on just a second, it's all right here. Now, before I go into this, guys, I just bring one tub. Now, mind you, I'm pregnant, so I can't like carry 5 million things in. Think about all the vendors that you see, guys, that literally bring in like 20 containers or racks and racks of clothes. It's like, no, I literally have that bin right there and that's it. So all right, so I have this, okay, and this is where they enter their name into the drawing. So they just put their name into the drawing there. Just take out a couple things and kind of go through some stuff with you guys. I don't know if this is, all right. So I have these. These are on Amazon for like $3. Okay. Now I made the mistake of, I'm like, oh, cool. I just ordered them and like shipped them. Well, the freaking things were like smaller than my pinky fingernail. I was like, that was so stupid. I don't want those all over my table. So I had to make sure I got the right size. So beware of that one. So this is what people fill out. So create your own, add your own picture, do whatever you want to do, name, phone number. Guys, I had one before where it was like address, and I'm like, I don't care what their address is. Who cares? You know, like all you need is name and phone number. Make it easy. Now, you can text me. Put a check mark. All that's really saying is expect a text message from me. And then the next thing, this actually didn't work out the way that I had planned it to, and it's totally fine. But at the bottom, you'll see, add me on Facebook with my name. Now, what I had intended for this to be was them to add me on Facebook right then and there. That's why I put my name on it, so that they can find my name, because no one knows how to spell my name. Okay, that's what I had intended for it to be. But everybody just, you get so busy at an event, people check yes, and then they just put it in the jar and move away. So you're like, oh. So after I created these new ones, honestly, what that means is now they're just giving me permission to find them on Facebook and send them a friend request. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's what I do. Every single person fills this out, guys. And I kind of wish Leslie was on here with me, because she will be like, oh, Danielle does this and Danielle does that. And she'd totally call me out. People do not walk by my table without stopping. I have had some people who look like they have totally blown me off. And I'm like, hey, how are you? And they're like, good. And they like try to keep walking. I'm like, no, come on back. So how do I get them to come on back? I say, hey, have you heard of It Works before? Oh, yeah. And they try to keep walking. Okay? I'm not kidding you guys. Like, I'm literally like, okay, well, what products have you tried? And then that's when you get them, because now they turn and they're like, oh, I tried the wraps, but like they didn't really work. Or I tried the wrap at a party once and I don't know. Then that starts the conversation. Okay. Or, oh, I tried the greens, but okay, now I get to tell you we have chocolate greens. Or I tried whatever. Most people say they tried the wrap. Oh, cool. Did you like your results? You didn't? Did you take pictures? Oh, you didn't. Okay, well, have you heard about our new product or the new formula that we have on our wraps now? Oh, you haven't? Okay, well, there's 70% more formula. Yeah, kind of cool, huh? Pretty crazy. You can actually enter the drawing right now if you want. Here, let me give you one of these. Don't ever take this out of your hand. You always want these in your hand because you literally can just hand them out to people. Here, go ahead. And you know what I even did at this last event? I took these with me when I went and talked to the vendors, and I handed it to them and said, I know you're going to be busy, so go ahead and fill this out now. And then when you walk by my table, just drop it in. Okay? So they're do little things here and there. Now, guys, I've been doing this for 4 years. Every event I go to, I do something different. I do something new. So everything I tell you right now, you're not going to go to an event and do. You're going to do what works for you and what is fun and what's exciting and whatever it may be. So, all right, let me look real quick. When someone is actually talking to me and they're at the table, and again, you don't have to do this, but this is something that I do and I really like it. So I have little baggies, Amazon, cheap, guys, like nothing crazy. And what I do is I put a Blitz card in here, and then don't laugh at me, but literally have 5 bazillion old greens on the go. Done. Like everyone gets an old green on the go. They don't even know it's old. Who cares? It's not like it's expired. It's expired in like 2018. I just don't want to sell like old greens on the go. So that's how I give it to them. And then I have these out. I'm going to put that there. I have my product pamphlets out. Okay. So as I'm talking to people, you guys, I am not even joking. Like 8 out of 10 people don't know we have more products than the wrap. Like, I'm not kidding you. We all know how many products we have. Guys, all people know is It Works is the body wrap. That's it. Hello. Look at all the stuff that we have in here. So that's when I kind of am like, have you heard of the other products? And da-da-da-da-da. And then as we're talking, this is right up front. I have a pile of them right next to the jar where they're going to enter their name. I'm like, yeah, we have a ton of different products. And, if I'm talking to a guy, I go right to New You. Shush. Sheesh. I go right to New You for guys, right to the protein shake for guys. Okay. So there's certain products that I constantly go to depending on the person. Now I'm going to say something because you guys know me and I'm very blunt, but if I am talking to somebody and they are extremely overweight, I'm not going to talk about our weight loss products unless they ask about it. Okay. That is very awkward and uncomfortable. And the last thing I want to do is make them feel uncomfortable. So I honestly might not even talk about the wrap because a lot of people are so stuck on the wrap is weight loss. Well, let me tell you right now, the wrap is not weight loss. Okay. The wrap tightens, tones, and firms the skin. So after you lose weight, then yeah, you'll want to use the wrap to tighten, tone, and firm your skin. So as you can tell, you guys, as I'm talking to people, you have to have product knowledge. If you don't have the product knowledge, you have got to take the time to learn about the products and learn about little things here and there. Like I always have a bottle of Confianza out because if I'm talking to a teacher, the first thing I'll say is, are you stressed? Do you have anxiety? Hi, she's a freaking teacher. Yeah, she probably does. And I've been a teacher. Okay. I am a teacher. So that's one thing that I always talk about. And then I go right into Confianza. And another thing I talk about with teachers, as you're talking to people, guys, figure out what they do for a living. Okay. If they're like in law enforcement, they probably could get the energy drink, a protein shake because they're so busy and on the go, or the greens. My God, the greens. Okay. Think about what their job even is and then what product would maybe go with them. So something I always talk about with teachers too is the green shoes, because I know better than anybody, as a teacher, you don't have breaks sometimes to even get a snack. You are rushing around crazy all day. They have all this unhealthy food in the teacher's lounge that is so tempting. Why not just have a Starburst? Why not just take 2 Starbursts and that's going to fill you up? I'd rather do that than go eat a bunch of junk food in a teacher's lounge. So as you're talking to these people, be personable, figure out what they do for a living, and then be like, oh my God, that must be so stressful. You have no idea. I can't even sleep at night. Oh, there you go. Okay. So as you're talking to people, figure out, and guys, doing events is just blitzing on steroids. Okay. You literally are blitzing somebody every, like, you know, so often. Now, I will tell you, at this last event that I went to, there was a downtime, and you'll have downtime in events. Most events, you'll have downtime. And I'm kind of just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just go to the bathroom right now, whatever. So I like get up and go to the bathroom. You guys, I went outside of the little room that we were like in for the event. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 basketball games were going on. What? Do you know how many people are there watching those basketball games? So guess what I did? I walked around and I told every single person that was there, hey, we have a women's expo going on. There's a bunch of giveaways. There's a bunch of really great things in there. Blah, 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 blah. Stop in. It ends in an hour. Step outside your comfort zone. If you are at a place and there's other people outside, go out and talk to them. And honestly, I wouldn't have even hesitated to walk around and be like, hey, I'm doing a free wrap giveaway. I don't even want you to leave the basketball game because I know that you're watching your son. But if you want to enter into my drawing for my free spa party, here's this. And I have a pen on me if you want to fill it out right here. Okay? Get creative. Step outside that comfort zone, because I'm telling you right now, you can either leave that event with 5 leads, or you can step outside your comfort zone and leave it with like 30 to 40 to 50. Okay. Sorry, my stomach like really hurts today. Okay. So coming full circle, while I'm talking about this to people, I'll be like, here, what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and give you this. So I'll go ahead and put this in the bag for you. And there's actually that greens that you just tried. There's actually a sample in here. So just make sure you take it in the morning. Don't take it before you go to bed, because it'll give you energy. And then I put it in here and I send them on their way. Okay. That's what works for me. That's what I do. Now you can just you can hand people a Blitz card and send them on their way. You don't have to do all this, or, you know, this isn't even really that much, but you don't have to do it. Okay. What else? All right. I know I keep rambling and I'm talking about things. I got these little cups, Amazon. Y'all, I could buy stock at Amazon. Okay, this is what I do with my greens on the go, but I don't pour them out all at the same time because it settles and it looks really gross. It looks gross as it is, guys. So keep it in the water bottle, keep it cold. When people come around, shake the water bottle quick and then pour it into this and hand it to them. Okay. Now I haven't done this before, but I've got energy right here. I could easily pour energy drink into one of these things and have people sample it that way. Now I'm planning this huge event this weekend. It turned into something way bigger than it was supposed to be, but I was only supposed to have like 8 of my friends come, and we were supposed to do some small little event. And it turned into something where they were like, don't do it at the community center, do it at the school. And you can invite like probably 50 vendors. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now I'm a freaking event coordinator because this thing has turned into like something so big, but I'm in charge of it. So I'm like, my table's going to be up front. My table's going to be the best. Like, I'm going to have fun with this. So what I'm doing is I'm making an L shape, and I'm doing my regular setup on one side, and then I'm going to do a taste station on the other side. There's going to be greens on the go. There's going to be, and I'm going to do different flavors, and then I'm going to do green shoes, do energy, and I'm also going to do protein shake. I'm not sure anything else. So that's something new that I'm doing. One more thing, and then I'm going to open it up for you guys to ask questions. I tried this once, and the response that I got from it, I was like, holy crap, I need to do this every event. Like, amazing. People were like, oh my gosh, like vendors were leaving their tables, guys, to come to my table. Okay. But again, it's going to take you to step outside that comfort zone a little bit and feel a little comfortable with the uncomfortable. So I basically, maybe when it's not so crazy, I just say, hey, I just want to let everybody know I'm going to do a quick demonstration. So if you guys want to come up real quick, it's going to literally take like 10 seconds. That's it. That's all I say. Then I get not energy drink. I have a glass with water and oil. I already have the Fat Fighters crushed. I did that at home before my event. And then I sprinkle the fat fighters on top. I just empty the bag, put the fat fighters on top, and everybody sees how the fat just is absorbed and pulled to the bottom. Literally, people go, oh my God, what is that? I've had vendors come up to me and be like, do you have any of that on hand? Because I want to buy it from you today. Like, that is one thing that has been a game changer since I started doing that. Okay.
How much oil do you put in the water?
I make sure there's enough oil so that the fat fighters don't sink to the bottom. So probably twice as much as I should. I make sure the oil is going to get absorbed. All right. What questions about events do you guys have for me?
How long before you, like if you have a lead box and you have people put their names in it, how long before you call them after the event?
I would recommend doing 2 days.
Okay.
Now let me talk about that for a second. Hold on. I need cheese. Literally haven't eaten anything all day. Okay. So here's what I do.
Want something.
What was that?
Your baby is hungry.
Oh my gosh, I know. And I'm so, guys, thank God for the shake. Like, I feel like I'm doing a commercial right now, but seriously, because I don't feel like eating, and then I'm like, ugh, and you're fat, and I'm almost 8 months pregnant, so it's like, ugh. Well, the shake is just like, it's got all the nutrients, and you can, it's so quick. So I absolutely swear by the shake. All right, so here's a little secret. And guys, I swear by this. I have signed distributors doing this. Like, it's huge. Let me see if I can find somebody that I sent it to. All right, so every single person that fills this out, you're going to text message. You're going to send them a friend request on Facebook, and then you're going to text them. Okay, now I've had a couple people that have landlines. Like, seriously, are you in 1990s? Like, give me your cell phone. So some of those people, your text message won't go through, so I just find them on Facebook. Send them the same message. Are you ready to hear what the message is?
Yes.
Because you guys are going to be like, wait, what? You guys are going to be confused after I read it because you're going to be like, wait, I don't understand how that works. Ready? Hey, you say their name. Make sure you say their name. It's Danielle from the gym. I do It Works. Do you remember me? Make sure you say your name. And then say, hey, yeah, I'm the It Works girl, blah, 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 blah. I always add emojis throughout this whole thing. There's emojis. Guess what? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cap locks. You won the spa party. Yay, emoji, 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 emoji. I'm so excited for you. Let's chat about what a good time is for you to do this. I'm also running a special this week. We had a promotion going on, so I put something else in there. I'm running a special this week on some of the products, okay? So I just did a blurb on that because it was like a BOGO something. Let me know your thoughts. Congratulations on winning. Emoji,
And
emoji.
go get her.
Hang on.
What happened?
I had to mute somebody. Okay, I wrote congratulations on winning, and then you can leave it at that. But this girl was like slightly, oh, you can make money doing this? I was like, ding, 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 potential distributor. So I added this onto anybody that showed interest in the distributor side. I know you were interested in the business too, so I'm open to chat more about that as well. Let me know what works best for you. All right, that's it. Guys, this isn't backwards, is it?
No, do you think you can send it on Diamond Dreams?
I can. Try to screenshot that if you can.
Okay. Oh, I think I got it.
Danielle,
I
Yeah.
got it.
hey, could you send the information on the fat, where you did the fat fighter experiment or whatever you call it, the water to oil?
All you gotta do is go on YouTube and search Fat Fighters demonstration. It'll show you exactly how to do it.
Okay, we're getting ready to do something, Mom, next month, and I would love to do that during that time. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so guys, as you can see, every frickin' person that fills this out is a winner. Okay, right? Okay, So I'm going to tell you right now, there's been events, guys, that I've had 30 people come to, and like 5 of them respond to me. I'm like, you won, and you're still not even responding to me. You're going to get people like that. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. But they filled it out because they want something free in the mail. They don't want to do like the work for a party or whatever it may be. Who cares? But you just got 5 people that are now ready to have a party with you. Okay. So think about it. When we do parties for people, we give them a free wrap anyways, right? That's all we're doing. So what I'm saying is, for every person that enters this drawing, you're going to go into a drawing for a free spa party. A free spa party for you and 4 of your friends. Now, how does that work? How can everybody win that? Everybody's winning that because they're all getting a chin wrap. You can take one wrap and you can cut it in 4, 5, 6 different ways. Everyone's going to get a chin wrap. So let's play this out. You go to a party. It's a spa party. They get to sample the cleanser, the exfoliating peel, the toner. Who cares? We let people do that anyways, right? Greens on the go. Make sure, if you are doing events, you got to make sure that you have green shoes. You have greens on the go. You got to make sure you have those products that people can sample. Okay, so add your auto shipment. Change your auto shipment to those. Guys, you get to the party. Everyone's sitting there, and you're like, okay, do you want to get your free chin wrap, or would you rather wrap your stomach? Guys, let's be honest.
Great idea.
They're going to probably pay $25 to wrap their stomach. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've done a party with like 30 people. Y'all, they all wrap their necks because they were like older women that were like, oh my God, put it on my neck. Like they all wanted but they did their arms and their necks. I don't care. But at that party, specifically at that party, they bought the neck wrap. I cut it in half, put half on their neck, put the other half in a Ziploc bag. They were going to do that in 3 days. Then I sold them another wrap for $25 and wrapped both their arms. So I made $50 a person. Okay.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Now what I could have done is I could have allowed for them to split the neck wrap, but why? Here's another one for 3 days. Go ahead. Don't give them that option.
Get a plate.
But
Claire May.
in regards to this, a lot of people are going to choose to wrap an area of concern rather than their neck for free. Now, some might do the free neck wrap. Who cares? Cut a wrap in 4s and you put it on someone's neck. You know, who cares? You're already going to give away 1 free wrap anyways. So does that all make sense?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay. So that kind of was a game changer. There's little things here and there. Fat Fighters demonstration, game changer. Essential oils up, game changer. Sending this out, game changer. There's little things that I've learned after doing a lot of events that work for me. Something I've never done before that I'm doing at this event. One of my best friends does LuLaRoe. So when you do LuLaRoe, you want people to try on your clothes all the time. So whenever she does events, she has these little booths for people to get dressed in. Well, somehow she has 2. I didn't even ask her, but it's green. And she asked me if I wanted it. So I was like, well, duh. Yeah. I'm one of those people where I don't care. I would let you wrap me in front of like anybody. I don't care. But there's a lot of people that aren't going to lift up their shirt and say, yeah, wrap my tummy. So at my next event this weekend, I have a little tent for people to just walk in and you can just wrap them right there on the spot. So that makes it so much easier to actually wrap people there. Guys, I don't wrap people on the spot a lot. I'll sell wraps to people for them to take home and I'll send them the information on how to wrap. But I don't wrap people right there on the spot a lot. So that would allow for me to do that. So this weekend is going to be my first event doing that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I am excited. Now, and that goes to show you right there why I think it's important to have somebody else with you at these events. I can do an event by myself. I have no problem. But again, for those that hopped on later, I'm almost 8 months pregnant. Like I get too tired and I have to sit and I annoy myself basically. So it's way more fun to have somebody there with me and we can kind of enjoy it together and, bounce off each other. And I'm telling you, this last event that I did with Leslie, where I was like, oh my God, like dying, like I had to sit. She's talking to people. I'm talking to people. So people are going to bypass your table if you're talking to somebody. So when you have two people, people aren't going to bypass the table. And you have to go with somebody that understands the importance of reaching out and talking to somebody right then and there. Do not sit down. Don't go stand behind your table. Do you know how annoying that is? That is so annoying to me. This is your table, and I'm standing behind it. Why are you doing that? That's so not personal. Get your butt out from behind the table. Go stand in front. If you need to sit, bring your chair up front. Okay? But do not stand behind your table. You're just literally putting on a presentation for people, and that's not personal. And something I even do is, you know, with Leslie, since we keep doing all these events together, is that she'll stay at the table. I'll go walk around. Okay? I'll stay at the table. She'll go walk around just to like either collect these that we already passed out to the vendors or go look at other stuff. Like, guys, I won't go to an event without buying stuff from other people. That's just me. But like, it's kind of funny. This last event that I went to, I was like, I don't know why, but like none of this stuff really excites me. Like, it was like, I don't know. I'm not going to start naming businesses, but it just wasn't like, it just didn't excite me. I was next to an Usborne book person. So I was like, oh, I'm all over that. Like, my kid loves books. So I'll get some from her. Well, guys, then she friends me on Facebook, and now I'm connected to her, and she's easily a potential distributor or a potential customer. Sorry.
All right.
Okay? And then I bought something else from some other girl. Okay. Networking is so important. While you're at these events, you have to realize the importance of connecting with other vendors just as much as you're connecting with these customers. All right, quick story, and then I'm going to open it up for questions again. So this big event that I'm planning right now, okay? Again, it was only supposed to be like 8 of my friends. We were supposed to do something really small, just like a tiny thing. Well, we ended up getting asked to do it at the school, so now it's 50 vendors and food trucks, and the fire truck is coming, and the fire department, the police. Guys, seriously, it's like a freaking, we have bounce houses, you guys. It's turning into something so big. So Danielle Janiszewski, event coordinator, is totally, you know, throwing down this weekend. But ready for this? 50 vendors that I have connected with, okay? I don't send friend requests to them. Sorry, I don't want to see your stuff. They have sent friend requests to me. If they've sent friend requests to me, I accept it and I unfollow them immediately. Why do I unfollow them? Because I don't want to see all of their network marketing stuff popping up on my news feed. But fine, you can follow me, you can connect with me, whatever, right? Okay, that was kind of my thought process. Ready for this? One of those girls has already joined my team as a distributor. One of those girls has already joined my team as a customer. You guys, what? Totally didn't see that happening. Like, I was like, wait. And it's so funny. The girl messaged me, and here's the even crazier part. Literally, she's probably going to watch this video. She literally lives one street over. And I'm like, she sent me a message. And when people send me a message, I go to their page, and I'm like, why am I unfollowing this chick? She's messaging me that she wants more information about the business, but I have unfollowed her. Why have I unfollowed her? Because usually I unfollow somebody if they're a distributor on somebody else's team or somebody that's just friends with me to follow me. You know what I mean? I don't need to see their stuff popping up all the time. Or if they do network marketing. I'm like, oh my God, she's got to be from the event. So she does like a clothing. So it's not like LuLaRoe, but it's like a clothing boutique type of thing. So anyways, guys, she ended up joining my team. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. So she came to my house. I gave her a bunch of like products to try. And I go, it is so funny that I unfollowed you. I have to tell you that I unfollowed you because I was talking to her about social media tips and whatnot. I said, I unfollowed you because I knew you were like into network marketing and I didn't want to see your stuff popping up. So I unfollowed you. I said, but the day that we became friends, my stuff started popping up all over your news feed, didn't it? And she goes, yeah, it was everywhere. And I'm like, because we just became friends. So take that and be like, oh my God, when I'm friending people and becoming friends with so say today I go on a mom's group and I friend like 20 people and 10 of them accept, know that all of them you're going to be in their newsfeed for the next couple of days a lot. So don't post, don't vent, don't, be smart about the posts that you do when you do send out a lot of friend requests, because your stuff's going to be popping up in their pages for the next couple of days a lot. And that's what she said. She said, your stuff literally was there every time I kept seeing your stuff, is what she was saying. So anyways,
That is
building your
cool.
network with other vendors can turn into something bigger than you even thought it would be.
That's cool. That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I've even shared that with anyone. She just signed up probably a week ago. So, and
Wow.
she's doing awesome. So she's, of course, she gets it though. You know what I mean? She's already in network marketing. She gets it.
Yeah.
So, and of course I think it was she's a teacher also. So one of my posts I put up about I was sick, but I didn't have to call in and have a sick day. I think that is the post that probably spoke to her the most, because it hit home with her,
Right.
So be relatable to people. I literally, you guys, that day, and I'm totally getting off topic with events, but that day I was like on my deathbed. I was so sick. I woke up and went right back to sleep on the couch and let my kid watch whatever he wanted. Like, I didn't care. I was so sick. But if you go back to my Facebook page on that day, you'll see that I literally shared at the end of the day, I went back and looked at all my posts. I go, every single post has to do with me being sick. It was like, I'm laying here sick, but, whatever. Or I made this drink, honey, with, every single post, whether it worked related or not, it was about me being sick. So sharing that with people and working it into your life and working it into the, business, and bringing those two together is really what's so important with that. So, all right, getting back to events, before we wrap it up, does anybody have any last question?
Yeah. How do you keep the shake when you mix that up? Just keep it in like a little cooler?
I would bring a blender and make sure, since this is my event, I usually don't. The only time I've ever really done a shake is when it's like an open house at my house. So since this is basically my event, I get to do whatever I want. I'm getting there like 2 hours early to set up my table. I'll make sure I'm by a plug. I'm probably just going to make the shakes right there and pour it into little cups, but I'll probably make them, a little bit at a time, so it's not sitting there. Or throw in another piece of ice and blend it up real quick so it's kind of fresh. But you got to be next to an outlet or have a battery pack.
Okay. Can you put up your little card that you hand out? The one that you do for like a spa day?
Oh, yeah, this?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to share one more thing with you guys. So I'm always trying to be creative and think of new things and think outside the box. So I'm working on something and I'm not sure how it's going to unfold yet, but hold on. Why is my phone so slow lately? It's like,
Oh, mine too.
I don't know why. I did the update too, and it's like, isn't an update supposed to make it go faster?
I don't know, but our internet at the house has been sucking lately too for the last few days.
So annoying. Okay. So I'm obsessed with Vistaprint. Okay. Let's just put that out there. So Vistaprint sent a catalog to my house and I was like, oh man, it's so addicting. You get new ideas and all this fun stuff. Well, I saw this one thing that it basically was like a tag and it had a piece of, what's it called? Oh my God, not burlap, but basically thread, but whatever. It had it going through it. So it looked like a little coupon with a string attached to it. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And the corners are rounded. So it just looked cool. Okay. So I created this and I don't know, I need to add more things to it. So what I was thinking is if I could offer this to the first 25 people that come to my table. I don't know. I'm trying to be somewhat creative, but basically it would be a coupon that they could just take with them. So it would be hey, the first 25 people, so that they basically feel special to get it. And then it's for a wrap session. Okay. Now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet. I don't know much about it, but that's kind of what I'm going with. And then Vistaprint will put the thread or yarn, whatever the heck it was, they'll put it on it for me and they'll send it to me that way. So I still got to figure it out, figure out the kinks and stuff. I might even say, bring a friend and they too will get, well, whatever. For you and one of your friends is kind of how I could do it. Because you got to think, getting your name out there and, you want these people to bring more people to you. That's how you tap into other people's networks. Now, these people could potentially turn into customers. They could potentially turn into distributors. Or they could just buy one wrap from you and they just got a special on it or whatever it may be. Okay? So that's something that I'm kind of working on. I really don't know how it's going to pan out. I got to figure out the kinks on that. So that's something new that I'm working on. So, anything else before we wrap this up? No pun intended on the wrap. All right, you guys good?
Yeah, thank you for the information. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will post this. I'm going to stop recording.